Hey families, I'm Mr. Lau, and the student I chose to nominate was Madison Murphy. Over the past few months, Madison has stood out among other great students that I have in my classes. Why she stands out is because she is quick to help her peers around her with algebra. Also, I know that she is involved in our athletics program and working on being a better athlete by going to the preseason practices earlier this fall. She shows honor by working with her peers to help them understand the content better, and excellence by being an active participant in her class, as well as making herself better outside of class through our sports programs.
It was my pleasure to nominate Elainna Harris for Coyote Pride. She demonstrates Coyote Pride on a daily basis. Excellence, integrity. She comes into class, Elainna is ready to learn, she gets her notes out, she's ready to go. Probably the thing I like most about is the fact that she's willing to ask questions when she needs help, and she's also willing to help the other members in her group, which is, that is awesome for a student. Teachers love those students. So it really, like I said, it was really an honor, and it's such a pleasure to have Elainna in class.
My name is Stephanie Madrid-Wallace, and I'm one of the math teachers here at Centennial. And I have the opportunity to nominate a leader of the pack this term. My choice, even though I have so many star students, Emily Ramirez Sanchez. What can I say about her? I notice her when she walks in the door. I notice her work is impeccable. I notice she double checks things in a way that I hope for every student to double check things. I see her on the field, I see her around campus, and her welcoming, warm smile, her demeanor, her character, and her work ethic make her that Coyote Pride that we're looking for. Honor, integrity, and excellence. I look for this every day when I see my students, and I can't wait for all she does. Algebra 2 Honors is what she's in, and she's doing amazing things. I can't wait to see her in college algebra or other classes around campus, even more as a cheer and spirit line leader. Emily, you're the best, and thanks for taking my class. I hope I'm teaching you something, and I wish you all the best.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Kaner. I'm Kehelen Hood's English and business teacher, and he's new here to Centennial this year, and I'm so proud of him because it's tough being a sophomore and new at the high school level. And he is definitely a student that illustrates honor, integrity, and excellence. First off, one of the things that really stood out to me is how much he honors his family. When he is doing his assignments, when he's talking to his friends, whatever he's doing, you can see that behind the scenes is that he respects his family and does not want to ever represent anything other than that. He holds his family's name in honor. In addition to that, he illustrates integrity in that there are some struggles in our class. There are some tough things that the students have to work through, and he never gives up. He comes after school, he asks for help when he needs it, and he also takes the assignment home and he works on it and completes it and asks me questions if he has that until he gets that project completed exactly as expected. And all of these things together, including the fact that he's a great friend to the students that I've seen him be friends with in class, equals him as a person who really exudes excellence. So I'm really proud of him, and we're so lucky to have Kehelen Hood here at Centennial High School.
Hi, I'm Todd Wolf. I'm Lincoln's newspaper teacher, and it was my pleasure and I'm proud to have been able to nominate him for leader of the pack, because Lincoln is absolutely leader of the pack. He works in newspaper as my sports editor. He had been my online editor, and right when the school year started, he immediately was training my newer students on how to do his old job as online editor, and he was fantastic at that. He was a natural. And then he stepped up as my sports editor, and it's a tough job to have. Lincoln usually has stories that will come in last minute because we're always waiting to keep sports as up to date as possible. So he's scrambling to get his pages done before we go to print, and he always does a professional job, and sometimes he's even often writing the stories himself. So he steps up to the plate every single time, and he shows the class what a true leader is all about. Lincoln has also even looked into creating his own radio station here at Centennial. He's been looking at the costs and exactly how it would be run, which I think is exciting. I would love to be a part of that. Everybody tells me that I have a face for radio. I take that as a compliment. So that might still happen. So be watching or listening. But Lincoln, you're a true leader of the pack. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Bailey. I am here because I have nominated McKenzie Robb for Leader of the Pack. She is one of the students that I have taught since she was in 6th grade. So I don't know if it's a good or bad thing on her part, but I've been able to see her grow up. I have seen her take on the challenge of Centennial and all that Centennial stands for. She is one of those kids that is always happy, always willing to help. And with that, in my 5th hour biology class, Kenzie was able to show her coyote honor, integrity, and excellence by continually helping another student who is struggling. She made sure that this student stayed awake, this student was paying attention, this student got all of the notes. Kenzie would even reach over, take the notes, and help him put in the words that maybe he missed in the notes because she really, really wanted the student to do well. I watched this happen over weeks, and I've watched Kenzie have a great spirit. I've watched her do great things, and I definitely think she deserves this award.
Bonjour. I have the privilege of bragging about my student, Aislin. It is my pleasure to talk about Aislin and the French program. Aislin went through all 5 levels of French here at Centennial and started off when we were still online. That was a difficult thing to do, and Aislin, you distinguished yourself as a student who could handle the rigors of online learning wonderfully. And then when you came into the classroom, I was able to see what an amazing student you were as well. And you just blossomed from there. You were always such a very hard worker, and I know that's not just true of my program, but all of the classes that you've been to. And not only that, but you've also distinguished yourself here at Centennial as a leader. So thank you so much for all of the time that you've spent with French Club, serving as an officer, serving as the president this year of French Club. You're doing an amazing job welcoming people in, giving them a space to feel comfortable here on our campus. Not only that, you are a mature traveler, world traveler. It's been my pleasure to travel with you, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you for all of your hard work, your investment in yourself, and your dedication to our school.
I have the absolute pleasure of nominating Josh Mejia for Leader of the Pack for this quarter. Josh is one of our newest coyotes on our campus, but he has not waited or taken any time to jump in and just be the full embodiment of the spirit of honor, integrity, and excellence. He's constantly honoring his classmates by trying to help them out if he can, and he always makes sure that he does his part of the work and then helps out all of his peers as best as possible. He's always looking for more information if he needs in order to create the most complete product that he can. He's always striving for that excellent mark. He is a senior on our campus, recently moved from out of state, and he's already dived in on campus with activities after school, such as clubs and things of that nature, as well as just trying to become the best criminal justice student that he can. And I am absolutely just emphatically in love with his work ethic and his desire to just be the best possible version of himself. And so for that reason, I nominate Josh for Leader of the Pack.